Laboratory exercise number 1. Soil exploration, sampling, labeling, and storage. Objectives: to introduce the students to the test pit method of soil exploration. To introduce the students to one method of obtaining disturbed and undisturbed soil samples. To enable the students to have a visual description of the soil sample obtained. To collect information to plot a simple soil profile. To obtain soil samples for future laboratory testing. Importance: the importance of soil sampling is to use the correct required procedures to obtain a soil sample. When soil sampling is correctly undertaken for both disturbed and undisturbed samples, the physical properties of the soil sample will give accurate results, which will also give accurate values for the specification of design work. Equipments: digging bar and shovel, meter stick, 9 plastic bags, 9 cans of sardines open at both ends, 3 glasses of jars with cover, knife or wire saw, markers, match, paraffin or candles for sealing, plastic container or a can of sardine should fit. Definition of terms: disturbed sample is that in which the natural structure of soils gets partly or fully modified and destroyed, although with suitable precautions, the natural water content may be preserved. Undisturbed samples is that in which the natural structure and properties remain preserved. Procedure 1. Find a location for a test pit method of soil sampling and make sure to clear the area before digging. 2. By using a digging bar and a shovel, each group will dig a 1 meter depth excavation with a minimum cross-sectional area of 1 square meter as shown. At the level of 1/2 meter depth, leave about 0.5 meters by 0.5 meters soil area and continue digging around its side along the 0.5 meters by 0.5 meters to protrude. Use a knife or a wire saw to keep safe the undisturbed portion all throughout the digging. 3. Take a disturbed moisture content sample at the top, middle, and bottom layer of the excavated 1 meter deep. Place each sample in jars, cover it and seal it with paraffin or candle wax to prevent loss of moisture. Label each sample for top, middle, and bottom layer. 4. Gerald samples must also be taken at each level and placed in a plastic bag. Collect 3 plastic bags for each layer and label each plastic. 5. Carefully and slowly drive the cans of sardines into the undisturbed mounted soil to obtain an approximately undisturbed soil sample. 6. Slowly take out the cans by working around its side, then cutting the soil at enough distance from the rim so as not to disturb the soil. 7. Seal the soil inside the can with paraffin or candle wax and place inside a container where it can remain undisturbed, especially during transport. 8. Study the soil profile at the sides of the excavated area and measure the depth for any change in color, particle size, etc.